Hi everybody, it's Miss Knutson. I wanted to send you a quick video about the optical art homework that I gave you. So as we get toward the end of the semester, we are going to study three-dimensional studies, and your first week of three-dimensional studies was with Miss Hatch, and you guys did clay. Another exercise I wanted to share with you guys is the three-dimensional op art or optical art cube. So you were sent home, Miss Hatch gave you a packet of op art information, and along with it was a template like this, okay? And I wanted to give you guys a short little rundown of what I expect you to do with your op art cube so that we can have the most success for a whole Hilger art department installation of the art cubes. So it'll look really, really cool when we all contribute. Okay, so let me show you a little bit about how this works. Okay, so you were sent home with a packet that looks like this on the front. It has some information about different artists that used optical art and some exercises on the next pages. So there's different things you can try to use lines, read the directions, see if you can practice them. And then there's a page to practice things, empty squares and circles to try your hand at different optical illusion and art. And then this has got some examples of different artists and some things that are trickier that you can use to influence what you will put on your op art cube, okay? And then here's the last one. Some of these pages are available on our website. So please, if you forget this or if it's confusing, there is more information on the website. All right. So with your template, what I want you to do is I want you to practice on these first, but I also want you to start with a pencil because you'll have better results. Marker. So if you have a thin-tipped black pen or marker, which you are all required to have for this class, you can use that to finish your designs, okay? So with your template here, I want you to start with a pencil, and you can also use a ruler, very good idea, and I want you to do one cube at a time and come up with some ideas. Now you can do, I'm going to just do a really simple grid here for a checkerboard, and you're going to want to come up with unique designs on each square of this cube, each side of this cube, okay? Okay, so I am coloring in my checkerboard that I created with pencil. As you can see, this is going to take a long time, and I don't want you to have to sit here and watch me color in every single side of this cube with a different design. But I want to give you guys the idea of what we're going for here. So a checkerboard is a really dynamic and simple design that you can do on one side. You can do any sort of abstract shapes, any lines that are close together, but I encourage you to look at the information about op art and optical art. Those of you guys that really love optical illusions and want to see it kind of come out in the real here, you can spend your time doing this and making it really awesome. Notice I'm using a Pilot V7 pen. It's a rollerball pen. This was on your optional supply list, so it works really well to get fine details and to fill things in. Okay, so I finished my checkerboard, and you all will fill in each square, each side of this cube with a different design, and you'll use a black and white pattern. I know some of you guys might want to branch out and do all sorts of colors, but op art is typically black and white, so we're going to leave it at that. You can use a fine tip rollerball pen like I did, or if your hand is getting really tired, because honestly, my hand is tired and I didn't even make these really super exact. You know how your art teacher has joked that she cannot even draw a straight line? Well, this is a task that is a little tricky if you don't like to draw straight lines. So you have to forgive me for that one. But still, my checkerboard didn't turn out too bad. And you can use a Sharpie, a thin tip Sharpie. They will do the job faster. But get creative with each side of this cube. Now, this is important. I want you to hear me. So when you're done with this, it's really tempting to want to go ahead and assemble it. But since we're going to hang these up at school, we're going to put these cubes on the wall at Hillsdale Higher Learning, it's important that you leave it flat. So if you finish this, put a different pattern in each side, and bring it just like this, you have completed your homework assignment, okay? Now, if you would like to, you can cut it out. And what I want to point out as far as cutting it out, there are little tabs that say glue here, glue under, things like that. Those tabs need to stay there. Don't cut them off because we need them in order to assemble them. They don't need to get colored on because they're going to go on the inside of the cube. And I'll explain that more when we're all back together. But your job this week is to fill in each side of this cube with a funky, high contrast op art design. And bring it to school flat, and we'll cut them out and we'll glue them all together, and we'll have really great display to show off our three-dimensional abilities for the entire student body, okay? So have a great week with Miss Hatch doing clay. Have fun doing this project. It's nice and it's almost meditative. Just get into the groove and do some designs and enjoy the spring and all of that. And I will see you guys next time. And I will be all refreshed back from my vacation. So I'll miss you all, but have a great time with clay and getting dirty. That's really fun. Okay. So, have a good time with this, and check the website for any information you might have missed.